Welcome to this beautiful bike trail connecting Fort Totten with Takoma. I'm Charlie Mayer. I am the Commissioner for ANC 4B, and I am 4B04, I should say, and I am just thrilled to see all of you here today. The idea for the Metropolitan Branch Trail, this trail right here, goes back to 1988. That's when a neighbor named Patrick Hare dreamed of a trail that would connect downtown DC with Silver Spring. And he did what so many of us wish we could do, which is organize his neighbors and fellow cyclists and the government and the Washington Area Bicyclists Association, WABA, to make this happen. And it only took 37 years. So thank you, Patrick, for getting us started. A lot of great folks have turned out today. A couple of them are here. Many of them are back there, and I'd like to recognize just a few of them, including my mom, Donna. Thank you, Mom, for getting me a bike and teaching me how to ride a bike. Commissioner Michael Cohen, 4B07, is here. Thank you, Michael, for your leadership and support of this project. I'd also like to recognize an amazing project manager, Samer Alhawamde from DDOT. This guy, every single detail about this project is in the head of that guy. In fact, when I needed to know where this was happening today, I asked Samer, and he knew. Thank you, Council Member Louis George, for your support of this project and for supporting the communities that are thriving all around this bike trail. And thank you for your inspiration and your support of ANC 4B. We couldn't do it without you. And last, certainly not the least, we're just thrilled to have the mayor here today. Thank you so much, Mayor Bowser, for supporting this project, at least going back to 2007 when you were Ward 4 council member. And so with that, I turn it over to the mayor, and I thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Whoops.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give Charlie a big round of applause. Let's hear for ANC 4B, my former commission, our friends from Silver Spring. Maybe before 2007, because I think I recall this project from my days in the county. I see my friend back there, Jim Sebastian. I see my other friend from Montgomery County. Good to see you. Give them another big round of applause. It is absolutely wonderful to be here to celebrate the newest addition to the incredible Metropolitan Branch Trail. It's beautiful, it's wide, it's safe, it's prominent, and it is very clearly a promise I made, and I am very happy to say a promise that we keep today. Early on in my transition period, actually I think it was in my first inaugural speech, I said that we would finish the MBT. And I think shortly after that, I had a meeting with, I think it was WABA, but it could have been another cycling organization that says, I have never heard a mayor talk about a bicycle lane in an inaugural address. And so that may have been the first, but I'm sure it won't be the last because of the leadership that we have in the city in making sure that cycling is safe and that people can cycle for recreation and commuting. And so today we officially opened the Fort Totten to Takoma section of the MBT. This is a long-awaited milestone that brings us one step closer to completing the full 8-mile trail that will stretch all the way from Union Station to Silver Spring. For more than 5,000 people who use the MBT each day, this new 1.7-mile segment through the heart of Ward 4 connects neighborhoods like Brooklyn, Fort Totten, and Takoma. It's safer for cyclists and pedestrians, away from traffic, and includes new lighting, landscaping, and storm water features. Over the past few years, we've made major investments in trails, sidewalks, bike lanes, and green spaces. DC now has more than 120 miles of bike lanes, including 43 miles of protected bike lanes. With our most recent budget, we are on track to add 10 more miles of protected bike lanes each year. And over the next 6 years, we'll build more than 17 miles across the district. So this new MBT segment is a great example of the collaborations that these projects require. National Park Service, WMATA, the Capitol Trails Coalition, WABA, of course, for working with our great team of engineers and professionals at the best transportation department, the District Department of Transportation. Please give them an applause. So as many of you know, in addition to building the infrastructure, we're also working to make cycling more accessible for all of our residents. Kids and families love our program at DCPS. Did you know that we teach second graders how to ride a bike at DC Public Schools? I know that the lab at DC is also exploring ways to make trails like MBT safer for all users. And that's one thing that we all know. As transportation options grow and evolve, we have to be nimble in responding to safety concerns. So I want to thank all of you for your advocacy, for sticking with us. I want to thank all the neighbors for working with us during construction. And I am looking forward to seeing people ride this great trail. So with that, we're going to hear from the Director of Transportation. But before we get there, I want to acknowledge and welcome to the podium the host council member, Councilmember Louis George.
Thank you. What a great day for Ward 4. It's a great day for Ward 4. It is a great day for our city. It is wonderful to be here to celebrate the opening of this critical section of the Metro Branch Trail from Fort Totten to Takoma. This milestone has been a long time coming, and I just want to start by recognizing this project wouldn't have been possible without the tireless advocacy and engagement of our community leaders, particularly the commissioners of ANC 4B. I want to thank you all and extend a gratefulness to ANC Commissioner Charlie Mayer, Doug Payton, Shamina Christian, Keenan Cortland, Garrett Moore, Michael Cohen, Tiffany Johnson, Danielle Jung, Jenin Berry, and former ANC Commissioner Chair Allison Brooks, who is here, who helped support and usher this in, as well as former commissioners Evan Yates and Aaron Palmer, Jeff Bromagen, and so many. They put their heart into this, and it wasn't easy. For years, the ANC have been at the table, attending meeting after meeting, reviewing design plans, and ensuring the community's voice was heard throughout every stage. We are grateful for them for engaging with our community, and we're more grateful for our community. Thank you to the community who put up with tireless nights of meetings, who made this not a vision just for the city, but a vision for all of us. It is a better because of you, and so I just want to give a great thank you to all of the neighbors in this community and all of Ward 4. Thank you. The Metropolitan Branch Trail has always been about more than just a bike path. It's about connectivity, connecting our neighborhoods, connecting our jobs and recreation, and connecting our families to schools and shops. When completed, this 8-mile trail will link Union Station to Silver Spring, and this Fort Totten Takoma section is a vital piece of that vision. Thank you to our partners in Montgomery County, as well as the Montgomery County Council, for your support of this trail and our connectivity together as one community. This project will mean safer routes for cyclists and pedestrians. It means new sidewalks, improved street lights, revitalized green spaces, and it means our kids can bike to school more safely, our seniors can walk to Metro more easily, and commuters have real opportunity and alternatives to sitting in traffic. But most importantly, this trail represents what we can accomplish when we work together. When community voices lead the way, when ANC's persistent advocating, when the mayor says she has a promise and keeps that promise, when we refuse to accept anything less than infrastructure that serves everyone. So I want to acknowledge thank you to the Department of Transportation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the National Park Service and all the construction workers who brought this vision to life, often working through challenging conditions and complex coordination. We truly appreciate you. This trail belongs to all of us. Let's make sure we use it, we enjoy it, and we continue building the connected and accessible, sustainable DC we all deserve. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Councilmember Louis George and Mayor Bowser. What an exciting day for the district and for everyone who loves walking, biking, and being outdoors. As Mayor Bowser mentioned, welcome to the newest extension of the Metropolitan Branch Trail. Woo! We'll get another round of applause on that. For more than 2 decades, this project has been in the making, and today we are celebrating real progress with 1.7 new miles of trail that brings us closer to completing this incredible 8-mile connection between Union Station and Silver Spring. I want to express my deepest gratitude for DDOT's Infrastructure Project Management Administration, led by our Chief Engineer, Richard Kenny, and the Project Manager, Samar Alawamda, who oversaw this tremendous effort. Our IPMA project managers make our vision and designs come to life. We also want to thank our contractors, KCI, HNTB, and many others who went above and beyond to make this trail one that residents of all ages can enjoy. This project shows what strong partnerships can accomplish. Over the years, we have worked closely with National Park Service, WMATA, several utility partners, and most importantly, the neighbors and local businesses who supported this project from the beginning. We would not be here today without their collaborations, patience, and advocacy. For more than the 5,000 people who use the MBT Trail every day, this new segment is a game changer. It connects neighborhoods like Brookland, Fort Totten, and Takoma with a safer, more direct route for cyclists and pedestrians. This extension includes new lighting, landscaping, traffic calming features, and stormwater improvements, all designed to make travel safer and more sustainable. And while we celebrate the physical expansion of the trail, DDOT is also working to make sure that the MBT remains safe and enjoyable for everyone who uses it. In support of this goal, I want to mention an exciting pilot that DDOT is conducting along the MBT to ensure pedestrians and casual bikers can comfortably use the trail alongside faster-moving e-bikers. We are testing new speed feedback signs along the trail this week. These signs will be located as you head south on the MBT, just before the Rhode Island Metro station. If you're moving too fast through these busier sections, you'll get a friendly reminder to slow down. And if you're riding safely, you'll see a "Thank you for riding safely" message. This project will help us better understand how riders use the trail and how we can continue to promote safe and courteous riding in our shared spaces. For anyone with questions or feedback about the project, we encourage you to visit our DDOT website. The MBT extension is a $12 million investment funded through federal and district dollars that reflects Mayor Bowser's strong commitment to building a safer, more connected, and more resilient transportation network. And we are not stopping here. Next year, we plan to break ground on the Whittier Street segment, which will take us to Piney Branch Road, marking the next critical step towards completing the full MBT trail. Construction on that section is anticipated to begin in 2026. And we continue to prioritize bike infrastructure that helps connect riders to the MBT. Thanks to the mayor's leadership, we continue to invest in expanding mobility options for all residents. With the mayor's latest budget, we're on track to add more than 17 miles of new trails over the next 6 years. The MBT trail is more than concrete and asphalt. It is the pathway that connects communities, promotes healthy living, and strengthens our city. On behalf of all of us at DDOT, I want to thank Mayor Bowser for her unwavering commitment to transportation investments that improve the daily lives of district residents. I also want to thank our partners, contractors, engineers, and community members who made this milestone possible. We look forward to coming back soon to celebrate the next stretch of the MBT, a little further down the trail. Thank you for all for being with us today to celebrate this important day. I would like to now welcome our partner from Washington Area Bicyclist Association, Elizabeth Kiker, to share a few words.
Thank you so much. This is so exciting. I work in bicycle advocacy. I work with so many of you, and all we want is more, right? That's what we say. We want safer. We want more. We want it now. And it is so rare that we get to say, thank you. This is amazing. These are promises kept. This is a mayor who committed in her inaugural address, her first one, to doing this and has done it. This is so different than any other city in the United States. Houston, Texas, where I'm from, does not have this. Atlanta, Georgia, who's working real hard, doesn't have this. Even the High Line in New York City, it's great, but you can't get it's not a place you can get to. It's just a park, and it's nice. But this is a park that you can use as transportation. It's wonderful. It's magical. And we are so here to stand on the shoulders of 37 years of giants who have been council members and mayors and volunteers and advocates and the Washington Area Bicyclists Association members who saw the possibility of this core connection and have worked to make it happen. And yes, our timeline was we thought of it in 88. Why wasn't it done in 1990? But you know, timelines are a little different in DDOT's world because they have to be safe and all of that. So it's wonderful that it is here, and then next we're going to finish it all the way. And we're so excited, and we just want to say thank you.
Okay, let's cut the ribbon.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I can take a few questions on topic. Yes.
Could somebody, is there a timeline? You talked about when it's completed, when Union Station to Silver Spring. Is there a date that you have that you can project when you'll be here for the final ribbon cutting and the contiguous route will be up and running?
So the next segment is the one that we're very clear on, and I'll tell you that part of the delays, I know people are asking about timelines, but some of the land is actually either WMATA's or National Park Service, so that's part of what delays this with the right-of-way ownership changes. But on the next segment, which we talked about, that's going to be Piney Branch to Blair Road. We are finalizing the designs, and we're going to, we think next year, 2026, will be in construction.
So when would that phase be? Is there a completion date for that phase?
I'm sorry, for the phase I just described?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
When in 2026? There's a lot of variability. We still have to finish design.
But that year.
But yes, I mean, we're hoping it'll be in the construction season, so maybe this time next year.
Sure, thanks.
Yep.
Hi, for the mayor. The director mentioned people being more comfortable on the MBT. Have you been working on issues involving Lime bikes, both, speeding on sidewalks and maybe involvement in crimes? Is that something you've been discussing?
So there's a couple of questions in there. Vis-a-vis the speeding, we have been in discussion with Lime. We're all trying to, in tandem with MPD, promote good behavior on our shared fleet devices. And I should say that Lime has a permit, so it is not actually run by the district. They know of our concerns. We've created some slow zones in areas, and that's been on our request. And those are really in the hot areas when there's a special event. And those slow zones are really limited, very small geography, 8 miles an hour. In terms of the other lowering, that was something that Lime decided to do. We, again, don't have any requirements. They did that on their own volition.
Can I ask Mayor Bowser, though, about crime specifically and juveniles? Is that something the police have brought to your attention?
On the MPT trail?
No, on Lime bikes generally.
Oh, yes. I can't speak to a particular report. Anecdotally, we have some concerns about some of the shared transportation equipment being used to commit crime. So I wouldn't want to make a summary statement until because I haven't seen something like that from the MPD.
Gotcha. So MPD hasn't asked you to get involved in figuring out a way to address that?
Well, let me just say, I said there's some anecdotal evidence, and, I can see, and I read a lot of police reports, so I know there's some use, or I should say misuse, of the bikes. And so we want to make sure that all the bicycles can be available for the purpose that they are intended, and curb any misuse. I can take a couple more. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Hold, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I thought the mic was going in the other direction. So off topic, okay? appreciate it. So maybe you or maybe the director, could you update us just on streeteries and just if the administration, if DDOT is locked into the numbers, the cost, and the timeline that we're seeing right now, or as we've heard from the restaurant industry and Councilmember Allen wanting some flexibility there to maybe make it less onerous to some of these businesses that seem to be depending on the streeteries?
Sure. So, Mark, let me address that. Streeteries are a pandemic era intervention that we allow restaurants to build just about anything, just about anywhere for absolutely nothing. And over the last 5 years, we have moved to put a regime in place that allows for safe construction, construction that is in keeping with the aesthetics of the neighborhood, and that is fair. And so we have slowly rolled that out. We have extended it a couple of times, and we continue to want to be fair. Let me just read off a couple numbers for you. There were 139 streeteries in our temporary program. 62 have requested permits in the new regime. 33 have decided they no longer will participate in the program. And DDOT will be working with them to help remove the streeteries. We have put in place a fee, just like we have a fee for sidewalk cafes. The streetery fee will be higher than the sidewalk cafe fee, but we continue to encourage restaurants to make use of our sidewalk program. And where they deem appropriate, our streeteries program. We don't want to be onerous. We want to work with the businesses to get there and to make sure that they can be compliant.
I appreciate the very detailed response. On a different topic, immigration enforcement. I believe that you're aware of recent video taken in Ward 8 of a man being taken in first by MPD, stopped him for riding a scooter on a sidewalk. Then ICE today put out a statement saying that they then, after that stop, took him into custody on an immigration detainer. Last week also there was a lieutenant who testified at an ANC meeting about MPD's involvement with ICE. And I'm just wondering if you've made any headway or anything with these new...
Mark, as I've responded to you on a number of occasions, ICE, HSI, and the Homeland Security agencies work under the direction of Secretary Nome. Our intent is that they are not part of the task force, the federal task force that we work with. It will be the decision of the federal government to separate them and to separate them as soon as possible. Okay, thank you, everybody.